Okay, here we are on the Charr fractal, which is technically called Urban Battlegrounds. And as you can see, most of us are Charr. Some people don't get not transformed into Charr. They're kind of ugly Charr as far as Charr go. I mean, they are like Charr of the past. So I don't know. We'll have to see how it goes. You'll want to take and run your group around the side. Your main reason for going on the side is you avoid a lot of the fighting. And you want to make sure that you have these NPCs following you. And have them follow you all the way around the edge. It looks like we are going to have to be replacing somebody, so we will have to see. Alright, while we wait for another person to join our party, we are going to continue on our way. For this, I am going to want my Will of Blood as well as my Will of Darkness. There are a couple enemies in this that do a lot of damage, and if you can blind them, then obviously they do a lot less damage. Namely, the warriors do a high level of melee damage, and like they can take you down in one hit. On my Necro, usually like 2 hits, but there's usually 2 of them at a time, and so if you get hit by both of them, then yeah, you're basically dead. The other one you want to watch out for in this one is the mage. The mages do a lot of damage. They drop AoE on you and it hurts a lot. They're not big AoEs like this. This is someone from the party, but yeah, you want to watch out for it.
Lethal combination. I like it.
So as you're running through here, you want to kill these guys on the side that I just aggroed here. And make sure you get them all killed before you move on to the next part. You can cause problems with it if it doesn't happen that way. Oops. Oh, looks like we got someone, and they're going to be on the way in. Maybe. They are offline? I have no idea.
I'm bleeding.
Anyway, we've almost got these guys dead. As you can see, there's a warrior here, and as I said, they are evil. They hurt a lot. So we'll just kind of keep our distance back here if we can. Not that these guys don't have him handled. And so the next part is this. You have to fight the boss at the gate. You want to watch out for these ballistas. They will push you back. Uh-oh, looks like we got more incoming enemies here. That is actually kind of strange. We're going to drop a couple wells on them. One to strip their boons, because the monks boon everybody. They put might, a lot of might. As a group, they have it up to 25 almost always, so if you can strip it off, then it makes things go a lot faster. You can fear them when they're in the middle of it, but like I said, there's usually more than one, so you can't usually fear them all at the same time, so one of them will get it going. Alright, so now the next thing is you want to take out this burning oil above the door before you move into actually attacking the boss and whatnot, because it hurts. It is like insta-death if you run underneath and get it poured on you. You can also get it poured on you if you're standing over there. As you can see, they're taking some damage from it. Make sure you take out all 3. Then the next target is the boss. And while you're killing the boss, you generally do a lot of damage to the door as well, which just speeds things along because oops, the door will be the next target after you take out the boss to move forward. So we'll take out Dolphy. Siege Master Dolphy. Just drop some stuff on here. Damage. Easy. This fight really is no big deal. It generally goes really smoothly. Now on the inside, there are going to be multiple routes that you can take. I say that you can take, but really it's more along the lines of which one is open to you. But you want to make sure that you check all of them because some are shorter than others. And you can always go in one of the directions. I believe to the right is always open. But it is like the longest path. So if you can go straight or to the left, you want to do that instead. The one that is like basically straight is the shortest of the paths, and it's like really direct, and it's like you're there and you're done. And it's beautiful. What are these Charr doing? They're just standing around, not helping. They're really glitchy, and I hope that they get it fixed in the next set of updates whenever that happens. If your whole group wipes, or like if 3 out of 4 of your party members wipe and all your actually relatively helpful NPCs, if they all wipe, then you'll need to have the whole party die in order to get them back, unless you can get in to res them. So it looks like that way, that's the short way I was talking about, and it is currently blocked by sandbags. This direction you can see down there is blocked as well, so it looks like we are going to the right. This path will be blocked to that side as well. Oh my goodness. But as you can see, this one is clear.
Strong.
And the easiest way to kill these groups is to use the line of sight to pull them. By line of sight, I mean you get out of their line of sight and they will come to where they can see you to kill you. So we're going to pull them all, and then we're going to hide around this corner. That getting them all in one big group also helps with
Eat my dust. Come the flames.
the Charr NPCs getting aggro, because they can take a lot of damage compared to you or me, and they do actually a fair amount themselves. When they aren't being all glitchy, they are very helpful in this fractal. So try to keep them alive and try to keep them with you as best you can. There is also an achievement in this one for killing all these chickens. So keep that in mind as you're going through and kill them as you go. If you don't get them, you can always run a low level one and just come and look for this fractal and then just go do the achievement. Lots of groups will do that. If you call them, look for them? Yeah, I don't know. If you like, just put a looking for group together for that. Alright, we're going to pull everything to us here. And as you can see, the Guardian's putting up a wall. I am honestly not sure which wall skill that is that he uses that blocks the enemies from passing through. I should really look into that, but if you're a Guardian, I'm sure you know what skill that is. It's very useful. It keeps them all from doing a lot of damage to your group right off the bat when you're pulling like this. So you'll want to make sure that you have that equipped. If someone lets me know what that is, I will make sure and put it in my comments or in like a notation on the video. Alright, so now this is the next point to pull. It's the same kind of deal if you go in the far left path as well, but there really isn't much to pull if you get the straight path. And I should save my blind well until that wall runs out. There we go. Get them all blind and get them all dead. And once again, the NPCs are kind of standing there. There we go. I could also use my plague as well. I really should use my elite skill more. I mostly only use it when I need it, or in certain places it can be really useful. I mean, depending on which one I use. Yeah, I don't know. I am also, like I said, kind of distracted doing this whole commentary thing, so it might be better at other times. This is where you want to stack here. Here we go. And my blind well is recharged.
I feel strong.
And here we go. And it looks like, oh, yep, they did have the wall up, but it looks like they both put them up. If you have more than one Guardian, you really should try and get things all under control. Beautiful. Oops. Fire Greatsword is so much fun. It does so much damage.
Armored up.
Okay. So now I think there's just one more group for the door. Oh, no, we got the left path. So we don't even need to kill that group over there. So we want to make sure we don't aggro them as we kill this. Out of range. It's totally not out of range. So now we have the oil again. You want to pull the ones underneath first and get them all taken care of before you take out the oil. But you'll want to make sure you take out the oil before you take out the door. As always. Alright.
Lethal combination. I like it.
Get this group taken down. And then inside there are a couple different methods for taking care of all of the enemies. You definitely want to pull them, and you want to try your best to keep your NPCs from running into the mobs in the center. Because if they run in, they will die, and then it is a lot harder. You'll either have to struggle with killing everything one small group pull at a time, or you'll have to wipe your group and have the NPCs res. Now, I like pulling to the door, at least with the first group, but lots of people like using the line of sight on the stairs. Because it works, even though obviously I can see around it and they could probably see me, it works as though you were behind a wall. So once we get everybody over here, I'm going to go ahead and
another
pull.
one.
And let's see, what group do we have? There is a group of elementalists, mages, whatever, that hurt a lot. And so you want to make sure that if they are the group you are pulling, that you are prepared, because they hurt a lot.
They'll have to hit much harder.
So just keep that in mind. Be ready. Be ready to avoid their AoE on the ground. Make sure you try to avoid them throwing fireballs at you, because they hurt. I'm just going to blind all these just because I can. This is actually a method that I don't normally, oh my gosh, use.
Go ahead.
Got a warrior here. Gotta kill that. Like I usually run Lich form, like all the time. I don't know why this time I keep getting changed, but it's working. It's working. Actually pretty well. Having that additional blind is very useful. Blind on this is very useful. Wow, that's my second shard of Mist Essence this run. I mean, I already have more than I need, but that's pretty weird on a 28. Now, we lost some of our guys. Yep, they're gone. They're gone forever. Sad. Oh, wait, no. Oh, thank God. Okay. So now, it looks like the group is going to go this way. There's different, I mean, you could keep going around the outside on the edge on the other direction, but it looks like we are going to go this way, and we're going to pull the archers. We still lost our NPCs. How the hell did we lose our NPCs? I am not sure. But like I said, it's not the end of the world if you lose them. It does make it harder, but it's not like the end all. It just, yeah, it takes longer to kill them, and it's easier to die. Good reasons to keep them alive, I know. Luckily though, this is the mage group, so it's a little less bad than it could be. Some people also use the statues to hide behind, which can work, but also sometimes like the arrow carts and stuff can reach you, and they do quite a bit of damage.
That fits good.
Nice rare we got there. I say nice, I mean it's a rare. That's what makes it nice. It wasn't like a particularly awesome rare.
My power is like a tidal wave.
But I guess greatswords usually go for quite a bit anyway because, yeah, people want them to throw them in the forge to try and make a legendary prerequisite weapon.
No,
whatever.
I hand raised
Wow,
that
I sound
minion.
like such a noob. I'm very sorry for that. Oh, sorry, that was probably loud in the microphone. Cut it out. Oops. Marks do not work on things that are not people, so don't like put them underneath these guys. But we'll try and take these out.
Strong.
It looks like now we have the mages with some warriors to boot. Wonderful. Alright, so we're just gonna run in here. We're gonna drop some AoE on them. Then we're gonna back our butt up because they, like I said, hit hard. And you can see all the AoE on the ground. If one person takes the aggro right off the bat, then generally they will throw all of their AoE down all at once on that person, and then it's easier to avoid. This is actually going more smoothly than I expected, considering we lost all the NPCs. I'm quite impressed. This group is really good. I mean, it helps that I think a lot of these people are beyond level 28, so level 28 is pretty easy. Now, the next step, we are going to have our guy come out and start a ritual, obviously. And then we are going to have enemies running at us that we need to keep off of him through the duration of the ritual. As you can see in the top right, there's a bar that tracks the progress of the ritual.
Flame and rage, take shape and burn.
So here comes the first group of 3. They follow each door around as they come, so expect them in that order. They come out, 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 they come out,
That feels good.
They're not hard groups. I mean, obviously they're only 3. And if you can get the NPCs on them, then it's even easier. But as with the last fight, I mean, not necessary. Just easier. Because, yeah, they're all lollygagging over here in the back, doing nothing, because that's what they do. Stupid NPCs.
He's had a good life. Short, but good.
Alright. Someone's down. As you can see, they've got the stacks on there. My skill is still recharging, so I'm not using it, but I would probably use it on this next group. Yep, so got it up there, and we're gonna strip it
Go
off.
ahead.
Beautiful. We do also have another necro in this group, so they'll probably stripping as well. Stripping. Wow. Putting on a show? No, not really. Sorry. Oh my god, I'm so random today. Oh, inventory full. Let's see if we can deposit anything, shall we? Very little. That's one thing about this. You'll want to make sure you have lots of space in your inventory,
My dust.
or that you have lots of salvage kits on you. As you can see, I have like 2 mystic salvage kits on me, so I can salvage everything, no problem, if I have to.
Reap the whirlwind.
If you aren't the... Actually, even if you are the leader, if you really, really need to sell stuff and you are not... and you don't have like a shortcut thing on you, then you can always log out, log back in, as long as you don't switch character if you're the leader, as always. You'll want to stack
I feel strong.
to get all the NPCs on him,
It started out as a corpse, and now it's a
but
corpse
you
again.
don't want to hold up here too long. Once you get the NPCs stacked on him, you'll want to back off. Since they're especially glitchy, God, I can't even talk still. Since they're especially glitchy today, there we go. But anyway, once you get them on him, you want to back off, because once his health gets to like, what is it, 80%, 75%? I can never really pay close enough attention to figure out exactly what percent it is. He will hit you with an AoE agony damage spell. That one there, you just saw, and it takes out all of the NPCs. You can use like a res banner from a warrior or one of those things to bring the NPCs back up. It can help. It's not as helpful at higher levels, but it can help at lower levels. As you can see, they waited too long and they did not back up from his agony quick enough. You want to watch. He will raise his arm like that, and he will drop a firestorm on you. It hurts. You want to make sure you dodge out of there. His other attack that he will do a motion for is to put a fire wall, which hurts significantly less, but you'll want to avoid it as well. But make sure if you revive, you do not revive in the firestorm, because then you'll all die, and that's just never good. If you need to fight him alone, it can be very hard, especially when he gets low on health. Or if he goes low on health, make sure you don't go within melee range, because he will pull out his greatsword, and his greatsword hurts a lot. It is really high damage. He'll leap at you, he'll take you down, and basically one foul swoop. It's bad. So, stay your range, and just take him down a little at a time. You'll also notice he has... Actually, where is he? He should have a little guy following him around that he summons, a veteran, who can be quite troublesome. He can hit you pretty hard. He's usually pretty easy to avoid if you just run around him. I'll also sometimes throw this... I forgot what I was calling it earlier. But either way, you can chill him, or you can fear him and keep him off of you more easily that way.
Replenishing.
But overall, Asham isn't generally too bad. He can be difficult if the group is not prepared, or if they happen to get hit by that. And see, now this guy is going in melee. So we're going to go ahead and let him know that that is a bad thing. No melee at low health, because he will pull out that stupid sword, and it will be the death of us, probably. I mean, it's not guaranteed to end you, but it has ended many a run if people do that. So you see, that took like half my health, and I have a lot of health. So you want to make sure... Oh, see, there's his veteran squire that he summons. I'm surprised that I haven't seen him until now, though. It's pretty weird. Oh, and on me again. Oh my gosh. That was painful. Lost my target here. If he drops another one of those on me, I might die if I don't dodge it right.
Go ahead. Hit me.
Yeah, like I said, paying attention is key. Hooray! We got it. Okay, no problem. Beware, this guy is still alive. He can still very much kill you. Make sure you grab your chests, and we are done with that fractal. So that is the Charr fractal for you.
Sweet, sweet loot.
Urban Battlegrounds. Overall, not too bad. Just keep those things in mind. I'm not sure why he didn't pull out his greatsword. Maybe he did and I just didn't see it, but you will definitely know when he does if you are anywhere near him.
Replenish it.
Or possibly if you're not near him, because if he kills one person with it, he will come after the next person. And yeah, one-shotted. You can dodge it, but it's tricky to dodge, I must say. And thank you for watching. We will cover the next fractal next.